Hey, good evening and welcome to today's session. My name is Dr. Jolene. I'm a clinical nutritionist and your hormone health coach. Tonight, we are diving into a very interesting topic that usually gets brushed off in TTC, that is trying to conceive conversations. Whether you're planning a baby or you're going through IVF or an IUI, or you're just curious about living a healthy lifestyle and how alcohol can affect your fertility, this session is both for men as well as women. Let's uncover what science really says and what we can all start doing differently right from today. So the first question, does alcohol affect fertility in women? Absolutely. Even moderate intake can reduce your chances to conceive. Alcohol disrupts the hypothalamic-pituitary and the ovarian axis. It simply means that it affects the connection between your brain and your ovaries, affecting ovulation. It lowers levels of estrogen and progesterone, which are extremely crucial for preparing your body as well as your uterus for pregnancy. And regular drinking can affect egg quality really badly, especially in women over 30. Now, today I was doing my research and I came across this article which was published in the NLH journal, which clearly stated that a woman's alcohol intake is associated with decreased fecundability, which simply means that it reduces her chances to conceive in every cycle or every monthly cycle. So, this is what I've read today, and that is why I've come to a conclusion that even one drink per day can affect your fertility. What about men? Isn't it mostly about the woman's body? No. Fertility is a 50-50 equation. Did you know that 50% of the infertility cases are due to a problem in men? Alcohol affects your testosterone levels, it reduces sperm count, there's poor motility in sperm, and one of the major effects of alcohol is that it causes DNA fragmentation in the sperm. So even if you're doing an IVF, it reduces your chances to conceive, or it reduces the success rate of the IVF if the sperm DNA undergoes fragmentation. And this is what alcohol does. Next, what is a considerable amount of alcohol that is considered risky? For women, even about 3 or 4 drinks per week has shown a huge decrease in conception rates. And for men, about 5 drinks per week can affect your sperm count. So, frankly speaking, there is no safe threshold defined when it comes to fertility. Especially if you're undergoing a treatment, if you're undergoing a fertility treatment, you're undergoing an IVF or an IUI, I would say avoid it completely. Next point, binge drinking versus occasional drinking. What is worse? Binge drinking in women, about 4 or plus drinks, or in men, 5 or plus drinks in men, in a single session can cause hormonal imbalance, oxidative damage. Though it could be a temporary effect, it does affect your sperm count and your egg health. So even one binge drinking episode could throw off your hormones completely off balance. It can, affect your sperm quality, and the result could last for at least about 3 months. Next, how does alcohol affect your fertility treatment? Or if you're undergoing an IVF or an IUI, how does alcohol really affect it? Alcohol before or during an IVF or an assisted conception treatment, it could reduce your egg retrieval success. So, in an IVF treatment, we need to retrieve the eggs from the ovary. So that success rate is also reduced by alcohol intake. Lower embryo quality, because the Quality of the eggs is also really important. So if the quality of the eggs is affected, then you'll have a lower embryo quality. Poor implantation rates. So when you drink alcohol, it does affect your progesterone levels, like I said. And progesterone is the hormone that is needed for after conception for implantation, so that your healthy embryo is implanted in the uterine lining. So that gets affected. So it affects your implantation rates, and it increases your chances for miscarriage. So it reduces the IVF rate roughly around 18 to 20%. Yeah, so it is best to stay away from alcohol when you're undergoing any sort of fertility treatment. If I stop drinking now, how soon will my body recover? Well, the sperm regeneration takes around 75 to 90 days. So I would suggest that, you stay away from alcohol for minimum 3 months, go alcohol free minimum 3 months before you plan a pregnancy or before you start, trying to conceive. Here are a few questions that that I come across on a daily basis from my own clients. Number 1, I only drink wine. Is that better? Well, alcohol is alcohol. Whether it's beer or it's wine or it's gin, it's ethanol in the alcohol that affects your fertility. So it's best to stay away from it. Can I have 1 glass on special occasions? Well, if you're deep into your TTC journey, that is trying to conceive journey, then I would suggest you best avoid it completely, because even that 1 drink can have an impact on your fertility journey. What about alcohol-free beer and wine? Great option. But watch what is added to these drinks. There are a lot of added sugars, there are some preservatives, there are flavoring agents that have been added that are not really good for your hormones and absolutely bad for your gut. So it's best to stay away. Does alcohol affect my luteal phase? Like I said, during the luteal phase is when the implantation takes place. That is, once you've conceived, there's a need for implantation, right? The ovum and the fertilized ovum needs to get implanted or embedded in the uterine lining. So yes, alcohol does affect your uterine lining because it affects progesterone levels, and progesterone is a hormone that is really important for implantation. So it's less likely to cause implantation. So it's best to stay away. So what are we taking away from today's live? Number 1, alcohol may feel harmless, especially when you think you're a social drinker. But if you're on your fertility journey, it's best to stay away from it. If you're trying to conceive, even just by reducing or eliminating alcohol for a few months will support your fertility better. So it'll improve your egg quality, it'll improve your sperm count and overall hormonal balance. Now, as the NLH journal says, it seems reasonable to encourage women to avoid alcohol when trying to get pregnant. But I'll just add to it, it's also important for men. Because I get a huge number of clients who come to me saying that my husband just drinks once a week or twice a week, or he just goes out with his friends over the weekend and he drinks. But trust me, when you're trying to conceive, it's a 50-50 equation. Men are equally, responsible for the quality of the embryo. So make sure that you stay away from alcohol at least 3 months before you start planning a pregnancy. If this has sparked a few questions and you want to know more about nutrition and how it can help to boost your fertility, or just in general you're planning a weight loss journey or a weight gain journey, you're suffering from PCOS, endometriosis, diabetes, do get in touch with me. We have a 100 days program that is designed specifically for your needs, for your goals, which includes, a one-to-one consultation, a weekly consultation, and the USP of my program is that we track your habits. In about 100 days, we get you equipped to manage your sleep, your exercise, your eating habits, and it's a complete transformation. It's a lifestyle transformation. So that's about it from me today. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining in. It was a lovely session, and I will see you all next week with another interesting topic. So I will sign off now. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, and have a lovely weekend ahead.